Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there was a tiny village by the name of Kamiki. Legend tells of a horrible beast that threatened the residents. It also tells of the wolf that risked it all to protect them. Controlling the very fabric of existence, this wolf stood up against a beast many times its size and banished the darkness. This ethereal wolf's valiant act ushered in an era of tranquility. The villagers' hearts swelled with respect and adoration of the wolf. Hey everybody, and welcome to Okami. My name's Pokey. I know I didn't really release a trailer for this whenever it was coming out, but I figured you guys wouldn't mind that much. Okami is a game that I have only ever played the sequel of, and I'm honestly really looking forward to actually playing the original now. Well, I guess side story, not really a sequel, since we're getting a sequel later on now. But without further ado, let's begin the story. You must create save data in order to play Okami HD. Would you like to create save data now? Yes. New game. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secrets. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. With a body like a mountain and the 8 heads mounted on the necks of the size of a tree trunk, its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, its coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside of the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white plummeted arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sight. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the beast's cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home. As Nagi stood bravely before the entrance, a beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade valiantly. On and on he sliced, well into the moonless night. But Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then that the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Barring its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi fears its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing into the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed in on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening. Gigantic trees suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in gashes, majestic coat dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow, but Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed to the heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword, as if a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all of his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously toward Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands like a puppet on a string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome head separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in the lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamaki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, then closed its eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamaki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine and placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukiyomi and placed inside of the Moon Cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years had passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Is this the legendary sword? Is this Tsukiyomi, the sword that banished the dreaded Orochi? No, it couldn't be. It's just a legend, nothing but a fairy tale. Oh, he who seeks power, he who has broken my bonds. Speak the words, I wish darkness unto the world. Utter that prayer unto me, and unleash my power. A horrible tragedy suddenly swept over the land. However, there was one village that seemed to escape the terrible curse. The tiny settlement of Kamaki. Kamaki village enjoyed the protection of the sacred tree. It is here that the real story begins. Wood Sprite Sakuya. How troublesome. This is just like the ancient prophecy of doom. What has transpired to bring about such calamity? We must act quickly. There is no time to lose. My power has diminished over the years I've spent protecting this area. I don't have much time left in this world. Amaterasu, now is the time. We have never needed your power more. Shine your divine light upon this broken and polluted world. Let your heavenly rays become our hope as you guide us all. Okami, Amaterasu. Has such divine white light, such beauty and grace. The only one capable of such a wondrous spectacle is none other than our mother and the origin of all that is, Amaterasu. How delightful to see that the Savior, whose brave sacrifice sealed away the evil demons so many years ago, has not changed one bit. Seeing you emerge after so many years spent as a statue brings happiness to my heart. Amaterasu, gaze above you and take in the condition of the sky. Since your untimely departure from our midst, the world has succumbed to devious and vicious beasts. They have ravaged our fine and bountiful country of Nippon. But never have the circumstances been worse than they are at this very moment. Please use your powers to banish the darkness and punish those who would do us harm. What is this? Has something stolen its way into my robe? Oh ho ho. You! What on earth? You again. Ow, 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 ow. Are you nuts? Boy, for a little thing, you sure make a big fuss. Was just trying to make the conversation a bit more interesting. That's all. Were you napping in my clothes again, Bug? Bug? I told you 1,000 times not to call me that. I'm a wandering artist. The name's Isun. Wandering artist, Isun. I'll show you just how great I am when it won't be long till you're bowing before my great brush. Well, what do you think? Even cuter than the real thing, no? What's with you, Furball? You look kind of down in the dumps. Actually, you look kind of familiar. Got it! You look just like that statue of Shiranui. Whoa, what do you think you're doing? You crazy? A handsome guy like me should never be covered in wolf slobber. You'll regret messing with me with the great Isun. Don't make me use my prized sword, Denkomaru, against you. What's that growling sound? And why is this so dark anyway? Oh great god, Amaterasu. I've used all the power I have to protect Kamaki Village. The village lives on. Their spirits lie encased in my fruit. Cut it free, and the village will be reborn. I trust in you. Know that you will lead us down the right path. Only your awesome power can restore life to the world. The trees returned to normal, huh? That Sakia girl sure said some weird stuff. The villager spirits are being kept inside the fruit. That's the fruit. That girl said that. If you cut it down, the village will be restored. It's awfully high up there. You don't use some kind of special power, there's no way you're going to be able to reach it. This darkness is really getting to me, too. A lot can happen while you're taking a nap. Let's enter. Are we? It got awfully quiet all of a sudden. I don't remember any place like this in the village. Well, we better keep our eyes peeled. You can use the right stick to look around. L changes your point of view. Boy, you really look helpless. You sure you're gonna be okay? I need to change the setting. If this is a setting. It may not be a setting. It is not a setting. I will have to deal with it. The stick controls are inverted. Hold on, that's an origin mirror. They say once your reflection appears on a surface, your memories will be stored in the mirror for all eternity. Well, to put it shortly, you can save your progress here. And let me give you a little advice. You should save a number of game files. That way you can always go back if you get stuck or something. Gotta be prepared, especially when you're learning the ropes. Go up to it, press A. We can save. Look at all those pots just waiting to be broken. If you bust them, there might be something good inside. Press Y to bust them with your head. Press Y to do an attack. Way to go, furry friend. You can do that anytime you see something you can break. Yen is the currency of this game. I'm glad we collected some so I can say that real quick. The inverted stick is actually annoying. Whoa, whoa, hold it there, Furball. Get a load of that. That chest looks mighty tempting. Let's go check it out. Getting up that high ought to be a piece of cake. Press B to jump. Then press B again to do a wall jump. Make sure you press it firmly so you can jump really high. Jump. Wall jump. Knew you could do it. Say good luck is found in high places, so keep your eyes peeled. We don't want to miss any treasure. Treasure chests are opened by ramming into it, and we obtained a holy bone. S specifically, Amaterasu's favorite snack. Restores 3 units of solar energy. Solar energy is our health. We haven't had to deal with anything yet, so I can't see that, but looks like the bridge is out. It shouldn't be hard. Amaterasu, was it? It's kind of long. What if I call it Ami? Listen, Ami. Ever heard of the spirits of the brush? Good brushwork has its own soul. At least that's what they say. Just watch. It'll take all day to explain. A picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Nice, huh? There's a little technique I've mastered called rejuvenation. It's one of the many brush techniques that you can use divine power. The brush god's power that can restore broken or missing things. I've practiced really hard just to master this one technique. But there are 13! Each one has a power of one of the 13 brush gods. Originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. When the deity died, its power was split into 13 separate gods. Gods now dwell within objects all around us, but God or no God, how could anyone have the power to master all 13? B is to jump, joystick to move around, pretty standard controls. River of the Heavens. River of the Heavens? They mean the fabled Stardust structure? I sure don't see anything like that around here. Couldn't be that little puddle over there, could it? River of the Heavens. Let's go check over here first. I'm gonna check up top. Wow, look at the stars twinkle. I haven't seen such a beautiful nighttime sky in ages. Hey, look! Are those stars forming a pattern, or is it just me? Huh, there's one missing. Guess I'll just have to draw the missing star. Bah! Looks like I'm just not ready to draw missing stars. Press R to hold the brush, then Y to draw. I sure spent a heck of a lot of time practicing that. This is the celestial brush technique. As they said, hold that, press Y to draw. I use the joystick. I do have motion controls. I just don't have them on, apparently. I thought I had them on. Wait, it isn't Mother Amaterasu. I apologize for not contacting you sooner during these long years. Having never forgotten you, I, the Okami, God of Restoration, have eagerly waited this day when you could once again meet. While you were away, the 13 spirits of the brush that you once possessed, including myself, have been scattered across this land of men, and now lie in disarray. I became a constellation and managed to survive until now. Time has come for you to seek out and reunite all the techniques. Your power is what is needed to restore the dried riverbed of the heavens and renew the flow of the stardust. Wow, that was Yamigami, the god of restoration. Wait, so you have the power of rejuvenation now? Can you really use it to restore the river of the heavens? That would mean you were as good with a brush as yours truly. Nah, that couldn't be true. Who else could master this incredible god technique? Can I turn on... Is there actually not a settings menu here? Guess so. What if it's minus? There we go. Camera control, invert. And controller settings. Motion, on. Joy-Con, R. Now the joystick's moving like I'm used to. And that is now done with. Huh? Somebody used celestial brush technique whenever I wasn't looking. The River of the Heavens. I wonder what drawing some Stardust would get the river flowing again. Nah, it's one thing to fix a bridge, but fixing a starry river? No way you could pull off a stunt like that. Whoa! A river of stardust! This really must be the River of the Heavens. But what I really want to know is who the heck drew the darn thing? So yes, we are able to swim. You obtain the Astral Pouch. Look what you found, Furball. This is an Astral Pouch. Here's amazing. It can swallow lots of food. Then when it's full, it can revive the owner if he or she dies. Let's start feeding it whatever food we find around here. There won't be any more food for in here. Guess we're still in a different world right now, or a different part. Come on. This is the legendary shrine. We must be in Cave of Nagi. This is the legendary hero Nagi is enshrined here. He vanquished evil 100 years ago with the help of the White Wolf Shiranui. First the River of the Heavens and now this place. Where the heck are we, Furball? Well, this place is a wreck. See? That sword's in really bad shape. The gods sure don't do much to protect this place. Oh. We know the drill. That really was your brushwork all this time. How'd you get so good? Exactly who are you, anyway? Hey, there's another constellation. This one looks like, Well, 'tis in Amaterasu. It's been a long time with all these monsters around. The only place I could hide was in this shrine dedicated to ancient heroes. If there's anything I can do to assist you in your endeavors, I'm at your service. Make good use of this sword, as it was designed to conquer evil. This is probably going to be our most used technique in the whole game. Hey, that was the god Tachigami, master of the power slash technique. Wait a minute, if you're getting all these powers, then you're just like that Shiranui. You know, the wolf who fought and died alongside the great Nagi? When Shiranui died, the wolf's power was split into 13 gods. It's crazy. Shiranui and Nagi, it's just like the legend. Well, anyway, I've never seen this power slash technique myself. How about showing your stuff up on that boulder over there? Let me see you slice it in half by drawing a single line. I won't believe it until I see it. So you just do this, and slash. Oh, I messed up. Do it again. Just like that. Wow. I didn't think you had it in you, Furball. Not even in the same league as you. Guess I really overestimated myself. Hey, Furball. Amaterasu, I've made up my mind. You're Shiranui Reborn, then that means that you can master all 13 techniques, right? In that case, I'll tag along until I'm as good as you. Lucky you. No use trying to change my mind. No stopping me once I've made a decision. But enough about me. Now that you've mastered the power slash, you can cut down that thing Sukiya was talking about. Let's go back and give it a shot. We have a crazy taxi arrow! It will show us the way. Oh, hey. No? I don't know any slashes. I do. I guess I can't do it quick. Oh. Yeah, you can cut down objects in the background too. For no reason other than you want to or can. What the? Where'd they come from? Ah, whatever. Draw first, ask questions later, right? You know that divine instrument you have on your back? Well, press Y to use the power against them. Look, Ami. Once you've caught them off guard, they turn black and white. They're easy prey for your brush, no matter how nasty they are. Grab your brush and give them the power slash. That ends them. You obtain ink bottles. Bottles full of ink fills one of Amaterasu's ink pots. And we get rated after every battle. Welcome to our first battle sequence. That was pretty simple. It's meant to be a thing of basically telling you, like, hey, you can kill enemies with your brush. Okay, let's make our way back now. Guess we got another one. Did a little bit of damage there. You obtain Spirit Globe M. Humanity's faith made solid restores 1 unit of soul energy. You consumed a ginseng. Roots burst you with nutrients. Fills astral pouch a little bit. You consumed cabbage. Because we took damage, we did not get a perfect, unfortunately. Let's jump through. Cannonball! Run! Just to show real quick. You can flash pots too. Let's go ahead and save. As it recommended, we will be saving multiple slots. Oh, the A button barks, apparently. Oh, now we step out. We can see the fruit. Slash it down. Wow, the village has been restored. Sakia came through big time. She really was protecting the village. But I sure wish I could have spent some more time in her kimono. If you know what I mean. But seriously, with monsters running around and all, the village could still be in danger. Let's go and see how they're doing down there. Little perv bug. Little perv bug. What in the world? I don't remember there being a statue here. Well, whatever. Let's go talk to the villagers. Hey, there's a statue here too. Like the villagers have turned to stone or something. Not again! That's not one of those smaller monsters that are looking about. Like that's gotta belong to something much bigger. Let's hurry up and find somebody with a pulse around here. No good. This one's not moving. Everyone was perfectly fine just a few hours ago. There's definitely something strange going on here. The village is back up. The back. What's going on with the dark sky? Maybe it's dark outside the village too? Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. Follow the crazy taxi arrow. There's definitely something strange going on. Let's find some high ground so we can take a look. This is bad. The sun's not even shining. It's as black as the night. Not even a single villager can move a muscle. Is this some kind of curse? Did a monster do this? It's not going to stay like this forever, is it? If only the sun were out to light our way. If you could draw a circle in the sky, we'd have ourselves a sun. But I guess that'd be impossible, even for a god like you. Maybe we better seek out another brush god for help. Of course, if you had that kind of power from the start, that'd be a different story. Well, one way to find out, huh? I suck at drawing a circle, but Amaterasu is the goddess of the sun after all, so we can just put a sun in the sky. What the? Come to think of it, your name is Amaterasu. That is the name of the sun god. So it followed that you had the sunrise technique from the start. With it, you could probably even turn night into day. Wow, you're no run-of-the-mill god, that's for sure. The flowing brush is like music from the heavens. It's a line from one of my grandfather's poems. He felt a skilled artist was a musician of shape and color. Since you're such a great artist yourself, why don't we name your brushwork after a poem of his? It's called the Celestial Brush. After all, your brush did bring out the sun. Well, Ami, let's get back to the village. We gotta see if the villagers are back to normal now. Who are you? Village Elder, Mr. Orange. A white wolf? Not the one who fought that terrible creature with Nagi. You couldn't possibly be the legendary Shiranui. No, it can't be. That story is 100 years old. Still, you look a lot like that statue of Shiranui. On the other hand, you don't look quite as smart. Whoa, 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 no need to growl like that. Can you really understand what I'm saying? Well, I'm not one to mince words. I'll just state the facts. Huh? What's this sudden chill down my spine? Here they come, Furball. Those are the monsters that have been plaguing these lands. They sneak into villages and cause all sorts of trouble. Step aside, Furball. This is a job for my trusty sword, Dinkomaru. No, I will use Mr. Orange as a weapon. I already did it. So, enemies have a thing that's like a final blow. That if you do it, you get a Demon Fang. Fangs forge the demonic hatred, death, beautiful and deadly. For these enemies, the way you get a Demon Fang is by slashing them. If you hit them after their final hit, their final hit, then it cancels your ability to do that. Wow, you really get aggressive when you're mad, don't you? Hey, you got yourself some praise. And look, see how that dried spring began flowing again? It's because ridding an area of monsters, it restores the god's power to the land. People call it divine intervention. The more you restore the land to its natural beauty, the more praise you'll get and the source of your power. Few people believe in the gods these days. That may weaken you, but If you try real hard, your true power might just shine through. Boy, there's sure been lots of monsters around lately. That Mr. Orange you tossed around up on the sacred deck. Looks like he thinks you're just a regular wolf. Seems the gods have grown so weak that people can't see them anymore. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Oh, anyway. I'll show you around the village. I have a feeling we're in for an epic adventure. This should be fun, Furball. You obtained feedback seeds. Freshly roasted seeds that seed-loving animals can't resist. Why, you little devil, look at the sweet grub you found. Hey, wait, this is animal food. Still, we could save it and give it to animals. Let's use it when we try to approach animals later. Something good might come out of using it the right way. I know gods aren't supposed to use creatures in this manner. What the heck, let's make an exception this time. Oh, I almost forgot, there was something I wanted to tell you. Whenever you want to check the items you have, press the plus button to open the fan menu. While the fan menu is open, you can check the items you have. There are other things you can do there too. The fan menu is your key to a successful adventure. We'll explore that now. So, as he said, there is tools, which are little items we can use. You have our holy bone in here, which will give us 3 health, and the feed bag. You also have equipment. We don't have anything we can really do here. This is where you upgrade your energy and stuff. In order to upgrade it, you have to collect praise. This shows all of your wonderful abilities and how to do them. Your logbook and travel guide and bestiary, these are little records of stuff, just little collectathon things, basically, if you like collecting stuff. This is a map of the land. You can always check this at any time if you want to. I miss having this on the DS because it was just there. And, of course, you can close the game. When I close the game, I mean that one I think actually just resumes the game. Anyway, Geronimo! Just enough of this. Don't know if it's stray dogs or monsters or what, but someone keeps messing up my crops. Going around digging holes with X, it makes me mad. If I catch you digging around here, you'll get a good thumping. Huh? White wolf. That's just plain weird. Sure, it looks a little weak, but bugger. I think you could beat my dog, Hayabusa? Well, listen to this. There's this field my mama tends to, you see. Well, Hayabusa managed to dig up 9 turnips in a row. Even though my mama was chasing him around trying to slug him. There are actually 10 turnips in that field. Hayabusa is fixing to get all 10. That is an optional thing you can do. I am not going to worry about it because I don't want to deal with that right now. A white wolf? Now that's a rare sight. Did you come down from the mountains just to play with us? Well, you better be careful, dear. Lately some monsters have been attacking the villagers. Even though you're talking to Grandma, this here is Shiranui reborn. The wolf and I have it covered. The monsters here are history. Well, if it isn't Isun and riding a wolf, are we? This one certainly resembles Shiranui, especially the nose. Well, I better get back to my work. Singing coming from over here. Oh, we're getting head pats. What a fine-looking wolf. What's your name? Mine's Kushi. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sake brewer Kushi. Working in the fields again, are you? Isun, are you and the wolf together? It's where I grow the rice for making my sake, you know. Then I have to manage the harvest all on my own. It's hard work. Maybe I should have Susanoo give me a hand again this year. Oh, listen to me blabbering on. I just can't help chatting to you. Why, Ami, I think you found a friend here. You'll meet many people who want to talk to you like this. You should talk to them two or three, even 3 times. Being a god and all, you can actually tell when to talk because you'll see a triangle above their head. That means they'll still have something to say. Might even be valuable information sometimes. They may just be muttering to themselves, but it pays to listen. Susanoo's a neighbor of mine. He's a little unusual, but he goes around with a huge sword slung over his shoulder. He's always practicing with it. They say he's a direct descendant of our legendary hero, Nagi. And he loves his sake too. He often pops around here to buy it. Make sure to say hello when you see Susanoo. He could use a friend. I should think. He's always on his own. Well, I think we'll explore a little bit more of the village in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope you guys are happy with what the next LP is going to be. Either way, we're playing it anyway, so you're kind of screwed if you don't. Anyway, my name's been PokePlays. I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you guys then.